Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Day 2 of this new week of workouts, strength training workouts. Today is back day. Back and core. Just a little bit of core, mostly back, but your core is everything from here to here. So when you're working your back, you are also working your core. We are going to do, a, just like yesterday, 2 supersets. 3 exercises each superset, and then we're going to do a finisher of core, 3 different exercises a minute each. I've already done 2 rounds of my superset, so I'm on my 3rd round of each one. I recommend at least 3. If you don't have time, do 2. I recommend 3. If you don't have time, do at least 2, just so you can start seeing some gains, some improvement in your strength training, improvement in your muscle building. It will help you as you get older, and it will also, just give you that strength for your day-to-day activities as you age. You don't want to fall and not be able to get up and stuff like that. We see it all the time, so let's work these muscles. The YouVersion verse of the day is Psalm 34:8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. But I'm going to read Psalm 34 because the time that we are in right now, I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing, but we'll see. The times that we are in right now, all the things happening, the hurricane that went through the other states in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and just decimated the place over there. The hurricane did horrible damage, killed lots of people. There are still people missing. It's going to take them a long time. And we've found, of course, many knew, but it has come very evident that the government is not going to help us. The government's not for us. God is for us. We have to be there for each other, and God will lead us and guide us in this time. Even during our times of trouble, He is there with us, going through the darkest valleys. And we have the Hurricane Milton that is headed towards Florida. And I have to say, I have my son and my daughter-in-law and 6 grandbabies that live in Florida, and they live in Port Charlotte. And they are right in the cone. They're not on the eye of it, but they are in the cone. And so I'm just praying. I don't know if they've evacuated yet, due to everything that has happened in the past 4 years. He can't even miss 2 days of work and be able to make his mortgage payment. So yes, the hurricane is bad, but he's also like, what am I going to do if I can't pay my mortgage? I've got 6 children. 2 of them are babies. One's 6 months old, and one is he's about 18 months old. So, and then the elders are in school, but still, it's hard. People are living in hard times. We are seeing times that we haven't seen really in most of our lifetime. A lot of us, if you were little, or, the people who I know my age, maybe being young during some of before Reaganomics came in, and kind of went through that, but you didn't really know because you were a kid and your parents kind of kept, they took care of it. Even though, like, I was raised in a poor family, we still didn't go without food. We ate, there was just things. So I just pray for the people that are impacted and affected by these hurricanes. And then we see so many other things happening. Yesterday was the anniversary of the horrible attack on Israel. And there's protests. And who would have ever thought that in America we would have anti-Israel protests calling for the death of Jews, of the same people who call for the death of Americans, but they're welcomed and they're treated differently than Jewish people and American people. I don't know. It's just the times that we are living in kind of can get kind of dark and gloomy. So let's read Psalm 34. And just remember, it says this was a Psalm of David regarding the time he pretended to be insane in front of Abimelech, who sent him away. Abimelech was in the country of, I think it was Gad or something like that, where Goliath was from, right? And when they realized who he was, they were like, he was in fear. He was afraid for his life. So he pretended to be insane. And then here is his psalm. I will praise the Lord at all times. I will constantly speak his praises. I will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are helpless take heart. Come, let us tell of the Lord's greatness. Let us exalt his name together. I prayed to the Lord, and he answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their face. In my desperation I prayed, and the Lord listened. He saved me from all my troubles. For the angel of the Lord is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fear him. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his godly people, for those who fear him will have all they need. Even so, young lions sometimes go hungry, but those who trust in the Lord will lack no good thing. Come, my children, and listen to me, and I will teach you to fear the Lord. Does anyone want to live a life that is long and prosperous? Then keep your tongue from speaking evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn away from evil and do good. Search for peace and work to maintain it. The eyes of the Lord watch over those who do right. His ears are open to those who cry for help. But the Lord turns his face against those who do evil. He will erase their memory from the earth. The Lord hears his people when they call to him for help. He rescues them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. The righteous person faces many troubles, but the Lord comes to the rescue each time. For the Lord protects the bones of the righteous. Not one of them is broken. Calamity will surely overtake the wicked, and those who hate the righteous will be punished. But the Lord will redeem those who serve him. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. And I think that Psalm 34 it's one that we can all relate to in some way or another. But taste and see the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in him. It's just another version of the one that is, this is the ESV. Taste and see the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Take refuge in the Lord. It's not saying you're not going to have the hard times. It's saying he's going to help you through. He's going to be with you through those times. If you believe and have faith and you fear the Lord, not the world, you will come through with eternal life. Okay, so the workout is back day. You have the first superset is a single arm row, 12 on each side. Then a lat pullback and a Superman. 12 single arm rows, 12 lat pullbacks, 10 Supermans. And then the second superset is a bent over row, dumbbell flies, and then stability ball Ys. Or if you don't have a stability ball, I'll show you how you can do it on the floor. I'm going to just do a quick demo of each one so you can see what they are and how to do them, and then we will do the exercises. So the single arm row, you typically can go heavier. I'm using a 15-pound weight for this. Actually, I'll just do the exercise. You can stop the video and get your form down and then start it again. Anyways, make sure your core is braced on all of these moves. You need to buckle your belt of truth. So the single arm row you can go heavier with. I'm going to use a 15-pound weight for this one. Just step 1 foot back, put one hand, you put the weight down, put one hand on the front leg, face this way so you're not twist, you're just face this way, come down, make sure you keep your back straight and your core is braced. And you're just going to come up just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now when you're coming up, you should feel this right here in this section, your lats, and even across your back. But you should definitely feel it here. If you're not feeling that, see if you can go up in your weights. Now we're going to do the other side. Again, step your front foot up. Just come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, put that down. As you're doing this, make sure your gaze is just about 2 feet in front of you. You're not doing your neck up or down. Just keep your back straight and in line. And just come up and down with that weight. So there's the single arm row. Now the next one is a lat pullback. Now you can use no weight, you can use the lighter weights. I'm using 10 pounds, but it does get heavy, so if you need to go lower or water bottles, do that. I have my 10-pound weights. Just stand with my feet underneath me, just less than shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge, not bend, hinge. So you push your butt back, you hinge forward. Turn your hands. So I'm going to show you this way and then I'll show you that way. Turn your hands this way and then you're going to push back like that. So you feel it all in your lats. So I'm going to turn around this side so you can see from the side. Push back and then you go. 1, 2, core is braced. 3, 4, 5, do not swing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when you're doing that, don't just swing the arm. You're not going to get anything from it. Make sure you have that mind-muscle connection where you're focusing on those muscles I'm telling you we're working. Okay, and the next one is Superman. You're going to be on the floor. Most of you probably know what a Superman is, but just in case, you're on the floor and your hands are out in front of you, your legs are, and you're just going to raise up your head. You keep it neutral. Don't crane it around. Keep it neutral, and you're just going to go up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's the first superset. So you do those at least one more time, preferably 2 more times. And then the second superset is bent over rows, dumbbell flies, and stability ball Ys. And I'm going to show you a version you can do without a stability ball. So dumbbell row, I have my 10 pounds. Again, you use the weight you need to use, or don't use any weight at all, but make sure if you're choosing no weight, make your fist as tight as you can so you feel it, and just focus on that muscle. You can make this where you feel it just with your hands and no weights. So we're gonna shoulders back and down, hinge back again. Your hands this time are this way, and you're just gonna pull up beside you, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, come up, shake it out a little bit, because now we're going to do dumbbell flies. We're going to do a hinge again, but this time we're going to come out like this with our arms in front of us. This one, if you are not used to it, definitely drop the weight. If you can't, if you're not used to it at all, do the mind muscle connection with just your hands, because we do not want to hurt your shoulders in the same time of doing. This will focus on your upper back. So again, we're going to hinge. I'll show from the front and then I'll do side. So we're going to hinge. We're going to bring the weights together in front of you, and then you're going to go out. 1, 2, 3. Do not sling them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there is the 12 of those. Now, I'm going to show you on the floor the Ys, and then I'll show you on the ball. I am literally dropping to 2-pound weights. There is no shame. We have already worked our back all around it. So it should be sore. It should be a little bit tired. Your back, you don't typically work it a lot. So sitting at a chair and a desk and stuff, you hunch over, you feel it a lot quicker in your back than you do anywhere else. And the Supermans, things like these Ys, really you do feel it. So on the floor, I will show you. Get down, just lay down like you were in the Superman. We're going to leave our feet down though. And you're just going to have your head neutral. And you're just going to raise your arms up. It is a little bit more difficult on the floor, so you can do without the weights. Just like that. You're going to do Ys. But it works your back. I'm going to do the stability ball now. Find something that you can brace your feet on so you don't roll away. Okay? Let me get up here on the ball. Alright, my feet are braced and I am on the ball, right? So you're gonna come out like this, so like a Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? And that's the stability ball walls. I will tell you, it is easier on the ball than it is on the floor. So, if you have a ball, do the ball. Okay. And that is all around of set 2, superset 2. Do those at least one more time, but preferably 2 more times through. And then the final is your Russian twist, toe touches, and side plank. And these are supposed to be a minute each. I'm not going to do for a whole minute right now, but I'm going to show you. So you have your Russian twist with a weight or without. You can choose. You're just going to sit back into like boat. This is boat position, right? You can put your feet up if you're at that part, but you don't have to. You can have your feet down. You can do it without a weight. You're just leaning back, shoulders are back, you're nice and back, your back is straight, it's not curved. Straight, and you're just going from one side to the other side. And you're working your obliques. With a weight, you have it here, your back, you're doing the exact same thing. And you're just going to go from side to side. One side, you count 1 for each side. So, I mean, you don't have to count. You can just do it for a minute, 30 seconds, anywhere in between, right? 30 seconds to a minute, however you need to do it. Toe touches. I'm going to use weights. You do not have to. Lay back. Your feet are going to be up in the air, and you're literally just going to do what I'm saying. You reach to touch your toe. I cannot touch my toes, so just do the crunch. You're just going towards it. If you don't want to use weight, you just do this. But you do that for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, I'm just going to record for a little bit. Then you have side plank. However long you do side plank on one side, do the exact same amount of time on the other. So if you do 15 seconds on one side, you do 15 seconds on the other side. So you're on your elbow. You can modify by leaving your bottom leg down and bent. And you come up on your knee and just hold it so you feel that right here. That's a modification. Or you can do your feet are staggered. You push up like that. Just make sure you keep it up. Or the full, full side plank. Feet are stacked. Arm is on side, and you just push up. And you hold this. Don't sag. Hold it up for however long you're going to do it. I don't know how long I'm doing it because I didn't set my timer. So we're going to say that. And then you're just going to flip. You're going to do the other side the same amount. Again, same modifications you can do. I'm just going to jump into the regular one. Make sure you breathe. Do not hold your breath through any of these exercises. And then just make sure your core is braced. Okay? There you go. There is day 2's workout. Remember the scripture? Is to taste and see the Lord is good. Hold on. I'm out of breath now. Taste and see the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Psalm 34:8. Okay, be blessed. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is arms and shoulders.